So a bicycle inclusive spatial planning and infrastructure, that is in fact what you see here in this, examples, can lead to, definitely lead well to more cyclists, but not automatically lead to less cars. If you, what really helps to get less cars is that the space for cars should be decreased, and the space that you get can be used for cyclist facilities. A little example: the space for one car to park. In the same space, you can park about 12 bicycles. A little about behavior change. That is about how to stimulate the bicycle use, the daily bicycle use, and stimulate the chain mobility. How to use the bike to get to the railway station and approach further on by public transport. That was quite successful in the Netherlands, but left us with a bicycle parking problem. I will come back on that. And then the awareness of cyclists and other road users to increase that. I'll give you a few examples. In the Netherlands, there used to be the strange priority rule that cyclists had to give way to all motor vehicles. That was not an invention of the Dutch. That was invented by our occupiers in World War II. Because there were too many cyclists, so the military traffic couldn't pass on fast enough. That rule remained after that, and in the Netherlands it was an exception in Europe. So around in 2001, there has been decided that it should be changed, and also in the Netherlands now all traffic from the right has priority to traffic from the left when there is not a regulated priority. There was a fear that would increase the number of accidents with cyclists, but what we saw was that there was no measurable road safety effect. What we saw is more informal behavior in the sense that, well, first in, first out, stronger before weaker, and politeness, just so getting the priority, not taking the priority. Something totally different, fiets and win, cycle and win. That is about stimulating people to take the bicycle to the city center. Around the city center of Apeldoorn, is the map over here, there are several guarded bicycle parkings where you can park your bike. You have a barcode on your bicycle and on a card, memory card, let's say, or a member card. And every time when you park your bicycle in one of those parkings, you will get a win chance for prizes that are sponsored by the local shopkeepers. And monthly, every month or every quarter, there is a drawing of prizes. And then you can win, for example, a beautiful bike with green tires. One more, blind spot awareness. That is a serious problem also in the Netherlands. That the truck drivers cannot see cyclists in their blind spot. Also there has been set up several campaigns in order to make cyclists aware of the fact that car drivers can't see them in their blind spot, but also to make truck drivers more aware of the fact how cyclists behave, and that they easily can pass by along through their blind spot. Finally, something about nowadays developments. What we see, for example, is the realization of high-speed bicycle routes in the Netherlands. There are about 27 routes at this moment, either built, under construction, or planned. At the same time, marketing and communication, so to stimulate people to start cycling instead of getting jammed in traffic. Bicycle parking solutions, well, we have really big problems with to park bicycles near railway stations. The safety of elder cyclists, the ageism problem is there the thing to mention. And introduction of e-bikes and our different uses. I give you some examples by recent projects where Royal Haskell and DHV worked on or is still working on. To start with high-speed bicycle route, Rijn-Waalpad, that is the route that I take now and then to when I go to work. It is a freeway for cyclists. Most of the part of the route, with really high quality standards. 4-meter wide asphalt, wide curves, about 20-meter wide curves. Junctions with priority for cyclists, no traffic lights at all. I'm almost there. So we did all the design and studies in this case. Marketing plan here, Cycle as a Car Driver, that is aimed to stimulate commuter drivers to start cycling. That has been based on an actor analysis where we distinguish the hardened motorist who is stuck to his steer, hesitant motorist and curious cyclist who want to know more, and the whistling cyclist who already cycles every day. Those two, the hesitant motorist and the curious cyclist, are the two groups where you can win people by marketing and communication. Near the railway station of Central Railway Station in Utrecht, there is a big problem with bicycle parking. We are now busy with the design of a bicycle parking garage for about 12,500 cyclists. The biggest problem is how do we get all those cyclists in and out the garage. And finally, the safety of elder cyclists. There's a growing group of elder people cycling longer and longer, and we are now busy with a feasibility study to do a pilot study for giving infrastructure, so make changes to infrastructure so that when an elder cyclist makes a mistake, that doesn't need to be an accident at the same time. So, thank you very much for your attention.